Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading today. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through with the cards in the reading. So the first card that we have is the Ten of Pentacles, and you have some earth sign energy with this. It could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or even a Virgo. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Page of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So this Knight of Wands shown up here at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like an energy of being able to actually meet somebody, and I do also feel like somebody trying to reach out to you. I do feel like this is happening either unexpectedly or it's happening suddenly, but there does feel like a fast energy when it comes to being able to actually move things forward with somebody and being able to actually have that develop and progress into something. I do feel like though this Knight of Wands, this does feel like an energy of things moving very fast. I also feel like there could even be a little bit of some inconsistency in the situation when it comes to certain things. But I do feel like there is a sense of being able to have a good time with somebody or somebody seeking a good time. I do feel like with the Ten of Pentacles, this does feel like an energy of somebody who's quite wild off. I do also feel like there's a sense of being quite emotionally available. I also feel like seeking a commitment. So I do feel like there is a desire to be able to have something that's going to go the distance, and also feeling like there is a sense of deeming you as long-term potential. I do feel like when it comes to your connection, it is putting this person in a space where they're inspired to think about the long term, and I do also feel like they actually may be seeking that with you. I do feel like with this Queen of Swords showing up over here though, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where it's like you're taking a lot of caution, and I do feel like this is a sense of being able to actually get out ahead of any kind of misinterpretations or misunderstanding between yourself and somebody else. I do feel like with this Queen of Swords, it's not a lot that you're going to tolerate, especially when it comes to any kind of inconsistencies or anything that goes against what you're actually wanting. I do feel like there's strong communication in line with that as well. I also feel like with this Queen of Swords, this feels like an energy of learning a lot from the past and really kind of trying to approach something with more wisdom that is obtained from being able to actually learn a lot from the past. I do feel like with this Queen of Swords showing up over here, this also feels like a sense of being in a space where there could also be a little bit of some lingering feelings towards the past, and I do feel like it's more so the kind that are inspiring you to act differently. I do feel like with this Queen of Swords, this also feels like a sense of having a strong mental connection with somebody. I do feel like intellectually you have a mental connection that goes quite deep as well, and you have a good understanding of each other and where you're coming from. But with this Page of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being quite intrigued, quite interested. I do feel like you're dealing with somebody who has a lot of curiosity towards you. I also feel like they have a lot of interest as well. And I do feel like this person wants to know a lot more about you. I do also feel like that is something that even goes deeper than what you may expect or see at face value. I do feel like with this Page of Swords, this person may also kind of be trying to find out more about you from external sources like other people, or even looking you up online. I do also feel like this connection may be also one that starts out online, but I do feel like with this Page of Swords, this feels like an energy of wanting to be able to actually get to know you, being quite curious about your connection and about you. But I do feel like they keep a lot of that to themselves as well. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Hermit in the reverse. We do have Virgo energy with this. We have the Empress, and we also have Libra or even Taurus energy with this. And we have the Two of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So this Ace of Swords, there is a strong connection. I do feel like, especially a mental connection with someone. I do feel like there's a lot of communication as well, and being able to hear from somebody. I do feel like there is a lot of, I do feel like this may be something happening online, but there is a strong talking stage when it comes to this. Do you feel like there is the beginning of also being able to have communication that leads somewhere? I do feel like there is a sense of being able to have a decisive conversation with someone. And with the Hermit card showing up in the reverse, there does feel like there's this energy of things having had kind of been quiet for some time and being able to pick up. I do feel like there's a sense of being able to have a connection with someone. It may have started out inconsistent, but there may be a sense of actually getting to a place of having more decisive energy and more consistency with that, with somebody. Do you feel like with this Empress card showing up over here, there is a sense of actually viewing the situation as something that could be something that's going to go the distance? I do feel like there's a desire for that. I also feel like when it comes to the person you're dealing with, there could be something very attractive about them. Do you feel like this could be their beauty, also their aura, and they could be quite a kind person, or somebody who makes things feel comfortable, and I do feel like it's something quite attractive about this person. But you may be deeming this connection as one that could be the one that goes the distance. There could be growth and expansion here. It could be something you're seeking out and you're hoping for. With this Two of Wands showing up over here, I also feel like this person's on the same page with that. With this Two of Wands, this does feel like future planning, and I do feel like this person has thought about the future. So I feel like this person's actually deeming you as somebody who is long-term potential. I do feel like there's a desire to have something and stick with it. But I do feel like with this Knight of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like a quick energy. This person's coming in almost in a way that feels a little bit rushed. It feels like things are starting out quite suddenly, abruptly or quickly, and it could be something that's unexpected because of that. But I do feel like there is a strong mental connection over here, and that could also be something that is showing that this is something different, something that's going to lead to something much deeper. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have air elements with communicating. We have solar eclipse with revolution. And we have Uranus with genius. So I do feel like there's communication. I also feel like it's pretty strong communication. I do feel like there's an intellectual understanding over here, and also a meeting of the minds, kind of a connection. I do feel like there could also be talks about the future, and also about being able to work towards actually a higher level of commitments and a deeper level of commitments. And also I do feel like being able to get on the same page. And with the solar eclipse card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of experiencing change. I do feel like there's change in this connection that happens that could be actually putting you on a path for being able to move towards something more serious. And I do feel like with that Knight of Wands showing up over here, this feels like light-hearted energy. I do feel like things progress to something more. With this Uranus card showing up over here, this does also feel like a pretty unconventional or unique kind of a connection. I do feel like it's something that is very unique and also a strong start when it comes to being able to connect in a way that's different. And I do feel like when it comes to your connections, person may view you as being different. So I feel like there's something quite intriguing and quite interesting and quite really alluring for this person when it comes to being able to get to know you. There's a desire to be able to get to know you, and also to be able to actually I do feel like this person is quite interested. They're quite curious as well. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.